Hello everyone, welcome back. So in previous classes we have learnt about the looping and we have seen there are four type of loop, repeat, while loop and the for loop. Now let's start with the select statement in ESQL. As if you have worked earlier on database, you know we have the select, insert, update and delete. These are the four SQL statement. We use select for selecting the value from the database. We use insert to insert the value into database. We use update to update the column into database or update the row into core database. And we use delete to delete the rows from database. Okay. But here we are going to learn the select statement. A select statement can be used into two ways. We can use the select statement to perform the database operation like selecting few columns from few uh, rows from database, selecting a particular column from database. Okay. And in other way, there is one more advantage in ESQL. You can use select to with the logical tree also. If you are sending a message into a input message to a MQ input node or any node, that input message get converted into logical tree and we can apply a select statement to that logical tree also. That's the biggest advantage when we are using the select statement VSQL. So we can use the select statement in two way. First, we can use the select statement with the database. Second, we can use select statement with the logical tree. In this lecture, we are going to focus on the second part only. The first part, when we are going to learn the database, how we can do all operation like the insert, update, delete. Then I am going to show you at that time how we can perform the select operation with the database. Now, in this lecture, let's focus on how we can use the select statement in ESQL to fetch data from the logical tree. Okay. So if you remember the example, again I am taking the same example for this also. In previous classes, while doing looping, we have converted this data into this data, right, with the help of loop. Same can be achieved with the help of select operation also. With the help of select operation, we can achieve the same thing. We can send this as a input and we can get this as output. But so what's the difference between the using the loop and using the select operation? The first and foremost is that the mostly we use select statement with the when we need to fetch the operation, when we need to fetch data from the table. There are very rare cases where we use select operation to fetch data from the logical tree. We can do, that's not a problem, but because if you need simple transformation, then in that case you can use the select operation. But when you need to do a complex transformation or complex irritation type of looping, then in that case mainly we prefer the loop instead of select operation. So in previous classes we have sent this message to MQ input and we got this message into MQ output, and we have performed the all operation with the all the for loop to get this as output. While here in the ESQL we are going to do same, we are going to send this as a MQ input and we are going to get this as a MQ output with the help of single line of select statement itself. Okay. But if when this is a simple example, but the when the example will be complex and we need to do more condition checking, like that when this is going to happen, there are lots of condition needs to be checked, and when the condition checking will become complex and we need to do complex transformation type of thing, in that time we never prefer the select statement, we prefer the looping, and especially the for loop and while loop we prefer. Okay, there are another scenario also, we can convert from this message to the this message also. So what's this, so either we can send this message and we will get this output, and we can send this message and get that output. So there is one difference between that. In here you can see the sales data is, under sales data we have the sales, and these all name, quantity, sales amount, address and contact, these all field are different from the input field. Okay, but while here only the we have kept two field, that the sales data and sales are different, and rest all fields are I have kept as the same: customer name, quantity, total, price, delivery address and the mobile number. So these all field I have kept as the same. Okay, so what's the advantage of doing like that in the output? There will be a advantage, because mostly when we are working with the SQL select statement to fetch data from the logical tree, we prefer the output field should be same as the input field, because it makes the transformation easy for us. So most of the example I am going to show you transformation like that. I will be sending this message to this, and I will be getting this message as a output. For each case I will be keeping this as a same, this as a same, this all field as a same. I will be keep all field list as a same as per input. I will be not using this field like that, name, quantity, sales amount, this type of field I am not going to use. I am going to use the same field as in input message. Okay, so why I am doing like that, that you will get when I will be showing you the select statement when in the editor. Now let's go to the toolkit. I have already created application with the select operation name, and same thing I have designed like that: MQ input, compute node and the MQ output node. Okay, in MQ input node I have used the queue name as, let me show you just 1 minute, queue name as test7.in, and in MQ output I have selected the queue name as test7.out, and same queue you are going to see here also. You can see that test7.in, test7.out is present already in the queue measure 1. In MQ input again I have selected the parsing as a XML parsing, and the parsing option as a complete, so that in case of parsing error happen I can see it. Okay, again if I will go again further in the compute node, I will be explaining a few of the use cases, like the use case 1, use case 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 10 use cases I am going to explain you, and that is going to cover all the possible scenario that can be possible with the select statement. Before using the use case, I am using few declare statement to declare the reference, and creating the field is all thing we are going to do. Okay, so I am using this as the input message to send this. I will be using this message to the MQ input. Okay, and I will be expecting this type of message, not exactly this, it will be as per scenario as output, and I will be also showing this message as a output also. So both case I will be showing, so don't need to worry. Okay, So what I am doing, I am just declaring a reference variable I and inref, which is of reference type, which is pointing to order details. So inref is pointing to order details. So till here it is inref, or under inref we have the 5 orders. Okay. So inref, under inref we have the 5 order, and further we have the, under that we have the customer detail. So we can use inref dot order dot customer name to fetch the value of Risu Tiwari. Okay. Similarly, inref dot orders dot price quantity to fetch the value of 12. Okay. Similarly, further I am creating a field called create field output row dot expense dot sales data. And further, because in output you can see we are creating the sales data, and further in under sales data we are creating a field called sales. So that's a different case. And further, I am with the help of outref, I am just referencing the field sales data to outref. That's the case I'm doing. Okay. Same example, consider like that. There are one order, second order, third order, fourth order, and fifth order, right? So consider this like that. This is the order table. Under order table, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row, and this is the fourth row, and this is the fifth row. Consider like that. I will be I basically relating how basically select works with the database, because the working nature of the select with database and the logical tree are both pretty much similar. Only you need to understood. So consider, because you can see orders are repeating, right? There are one order, two order, three order, fourth order, fifth order. Okay, here in logical tree. So that's the reason I'm considering we have a table name as orders, and under that table we have the these are the column name as a customer name, quantity, total price, delivery address, and the mobile number, and these are the value assigned to these columns. So there will be one row containing this value, there will be another row, this will be third row, this will be fourth row, and this will be five row, and we can fetch the value from the table. Okay. Okay. So how can we fetch the value from this table? Okay. So that thing, let's understand the first thing. So what I said to you, we have a table name orders, and under order we have the customer name, quantity, total price, delivery name, and delivery name. Okay. So let me copy this thing to explain you, and let me paste this thing to here so that I can explain you in better way. So we have the table called orders, and under that we have the these 5 column, and under that there are these are the value, and I want to fetch the value of customer name, quantity, price, delivery address, and the mobile number. So how can we fetch, and what are the possible way we can write the code? Okay. Let's understand the database. Currently I have created a database for you. So I have created a database, simple database. Very database I created. You can see I just created a table name orders. I have just created a I have just selected one column as a customer name, and which is of varchar type 50 byte, quantity as a integer, and total price as a decimal, and delivery address as again varchar with the 50 character, and the mobile number as a big integer. And same thing I have created here. So here, if I want to select the tables, what are the command I have? So I have the select star from orders. Okay. So if I will do like this, like a star, sorry, you can see I have just selected the all the 5 orders, right? Under customer name we have the name, under quantity we have the quantity, under total price we have the price, under delivery address we have the address where it need to deliver, and under mobile number we have the mobile number of the customer, right? So with the help of select a star from order we can fetch the value, right? Similarly, if you want to fetch the value from the this logical tree, you can write like that: select a star from this orders. So this order is like that: select a star from input root dot explainacy dot order detail dot orders. If you do like that, it will fetch the all value of this column. All it will fetch all this value. Okay. Similarly, if I want to do further modification, so if you want to do fetch value from the table, you can do select a star from orders. It will fetch the whole value from the table. Okay. Similarly, you can write like that also. You can assign this order as a also a alias name. Suppose I want to assign this as a alias name, this order as a alias name, so we can assign this order as alias name. So again, further if I will execute it, you can see same value is assigning, but order has been assigned a alias name. How can we get that this order has been assigned alias name? Suppose I want to fetch the whole table. Okay, so I can write like that also. If I will write select R from orders, where what is R is the order itself. So you can see, okay, just 1 minute. Okay, okay, you can see select R dot star. So it means I want to select everything from this table, and I am just assigning this as R, so it will fetch the all value from this table. Okay, so in this way I am achieving the next case also. The first use case what I am using, selecting the select a star from iron orders, select a star from, consider this as a table, so I am using the orders. Second, I am using select R from this as R. So again same thing I am doing, here. Okay, now the third thing is, even I can do like that, not sure why it is not working. Okay, you can see it is showing the, even I can do select R from orders, where R is the order itself. Okay, so I can write like that, so it will give me the all the order of the table. Okay, now further let's do like that. Suppose I want to fetch particular one column. Okay, so how can we fetch the particular one column? Like that in this example, suppose I want to fetch particular three details: R dot customer name. Again I want to fetch particular few column want to exchange, then I can do also. Okay, suppose I want to add delivery address, and also I want to do for the mobile number. So it will give me the details for these three. You can see it only give me the three column, not the other column, because I want to select only the customer name, delivery address, and the mobile number. I can do like that, r dot else. Okay, so it will give me. Okay, further if I want to do some where condition, filtering condition, suppose where where total price is greater than equal to 500. So we can achieve this also. You can see these are the two order that having the order value has greater than 500. You can see from here also, if I can add also one more column if I want. You can see, that these are the two ordered with data given by the Rishu Tiwari and the Rohan Kumar that having the value has a greater than 500, 580 and 300, 1380. Okay. So in this way we can perform some select operation, and same way what we are performing with database we will be going to do into the this ESQL editor. So that's my motive, was to show you first into the this database, so that you can understand we are not doing anything extra thing. We are just whatever thing we are performing on this database, we are doing the same thing there also. Okay. So here we can see I have applied a condition where condition. Okay. So let's directly switch back to our command prompt and let's understand it. Okay. Our editor, and let's understand it. So in first use case, what I am doing, in first use case I am doing simple transformation using select. Okay. So what I am doing, I'm outref is directly pointing to sales data. So till outref it is the sales data, right? Under sales data we have the, we are creating a field called sales, and as sales field are repeating, you can see the sales field are repeating, right? So I am just giving the sales as list expression. Okay. Similarly I am selecting everything from inref dot orders. So you can see inref is pointing till order detail. So inref is pointing till order details. Under that we have the order, and order field are repeating. That's reason I am using the list expression. So there will be a people message me where I can apply this list expression. So list expression is, this is called the list expression, and you can use when the tag are repeating. You can see here for the sales tag are repeating, so that's the reason we use the list expression with the sales tag. Here the order tags are repeating, so that's the reason we have used the, I have used the list expression with the order tag. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just creating in output route, I'm just creating a field named sold sales data. Under that I am just creating a field called sales. Under sales I am just assigning everything from this orders. So what I am doing here, I am just creating a field till this sales, and whatever the value present under this orders I am directly assigning to this sales. So I will be getting this as a output. Okay. So let me show you. Okay. So let me first create the bar file. I have written the wrong name. That's not a problem. Just it is say show you. Okay. So bar file has been created. Now let's go to bar file and deploy the bar file. Bar file has been deployed successfully. Let me launch the debugger. Debugger has been launched. Okay. Now let me hit the message. Before hitting the message, let me clear the thing because I have written something here. So let me clear the thing. Let me save it. Okay. Now let me select the queue name. I am going to use the test7.in. So where is test7.in and the okay. Or this is the actually I'm going to use. Okay, this is the message I'm going to use. Let me write the message. It came here. It came here till now. Let's go inside compute node. Okay, so you can see currently I use the IronRef. With the help of IronRef, I just reference till order details. So you can see under the IronRef we have the 5 orders with these orders, right? These all 5 orders. You can see further we are creating a field. Currently you can see there in output route we have not created, there is no field. I am creating a field till sales data. So you can see field has been created till sales data. Now with the help of outref I have just referenced the field that I have created. Now once this line of code is going to execute, let me explain one more time what is going to happen. It is similar thing. It is similar to like that select a star from table. Okay, if I am doing like that, select a star from table, a star from, it is similar task. So what I am doing, I am selecting all the values from this all columns. Okay, same thing is happening here. I am selecting this all value from these all columns from this order table and assigning this value to under the cells. Okay, so same thing I am doing here. So what I'm doing, I am just selecting everything under the IronRef.orders. So you can see under IronRef.orders, I am just selecting everything, this customer item quantity, and I am just assigning under the sales. So under sales, this all value from the IronRef is going to assign. This all value from IronRef is going to assign. This all value from IronRef is going to assign. So this value will go and assign under the and here sales field will be going to create under the first cell. This first order is going to assign under second sales. This second is going to assign under third cell. It is third order value is going to assign under the fourth cell. Fourth order value is going to assign under the fifth cell. Fifth order value is going to assign. Okay, so let me show you. Now it's done and let me show you. You can see and there are 5 cells. You can see 5 first cells, second cell, third cell, fourth cells and fifth cells. There are 5 cells. Under these all 5 cell value has been assigned from the these 5 orders. Okay, and same thing we are going to get into output. So let me show you. Now output, let me select the queue name same test7.out. You can see same message, right? This is the same message that I am expecting, this one, right? Sales data, sales, and this value customer name that Risutiwari, this also Rohan. Okay, the same has been get trot. So in this way I have achieved how basically select operation works. Okay, now let's go to the second use case. This is a simple thing we have did with the help of select operation. Now second use case, same thing, but how basically we can use the alias name. Here we are going to learn how we can use the alias name. So if you remember here, to use the alias name, we are using table name as some value like that, suppose t, and in this way we are basically using the alias name. You can see I am just giving this order's alias name as t with the help of as. Similarly I can do here also as a t to fetch the value from the table, and it will give me all value and it will be assigned against the t under t. So under t all 5 row value has been assigned, will be assigned. So in this way it works. Same thing I am doing here. I am just doing select star, or you can r from inref dot orders on edge r. So I am assigning inref order a alias name as r. Age is used as alias name for anything. Here r is directly pointing to input true dot explanation c dot order detail dot orders, and you add, or you can say that inref dot order, because inref is directly pointing to order details. So if you explain understand from here itself, inref is the order details, under that we have the order, and you can see this in other way you can say that these are the table, under that these are the column and corresponding values. So what I am doing, I am just assigning this order as alias name r. So in other way we can say that this orders is equal to r. So if you want to fetch a value, you can do r dot customer name, you can do r dot quantity, you can do r dot price, r dot delivery address, and r dot mobile number, right? Because you can see some understand like that this orders value is directly replacing with r. In if I say in simple language, it is like that. It is like that. Okay. So if you want to fetch it with the alias name, what I am doing, I am just doing, I am replacing this order as a r. So now it will be like that, r dot customer name to fetch the value this, r dot quantity to fetch value this, r dot price to fetch value this. In this way we are doing, right? So like that. Okay, now understand that thing. So same thing what I am doing, I am just using select r from this orders, this order, and this order I am referring it as a r, and further I am selecting everything, that's the reason I am using r. So what I am doing, because this is r and I am selecting everything, so I am selecting just what I am doing here, I am just selecting this all column and assigning against these cells. Because if you see here I am using same thing, because I am creating a field cells and I am assigning this. Okay, so let me show you. I am trying to, because I am trying to explain in some detailed way, because if because this is the something little bit confusing if the people are have not used to this thing. Okay, so that's the reason I am trying to elaborate the thing. Okay, maybe it will increase the lecture time, but that's a problem. No, that's not a problem. If you will understand, that will be good to me. Okay, so inref declared, field created, declared outref. Now understand here, currently you can see under the inref we have the orders. Okay, now what I am doing here, this inref dot order, I am replacing this with the alias name as r. So instead of order it will be like that r. So forget the order and understand like that this order are r, this is also r, this is r, this is r, this is r, this is r, this 5 order is equal to r. So further if you want to fetch customer name, what you can write, r dot customer name. Suppose if you want to fetch whole column, then what you can write, either you can write r, or you can write r dot star. R dot star will also fetch all this value. Okay, same thing I have written here, I want to fetch everything, that reason I have selected as r, or from these orders, and this order is pointing till R. So that's the reason I have written here as R. So you can see currently in the output there is no sales field has been created, but once I will move forward, all file, you can see all 5 cells has been created. You can see all 5 cells value has been created, and this all value has been assigned from this orders value. And you can see that I told you R, this order has been replaced with R, and under that we have the value. Why this last field is last only showing? Why only this last is showing? Because all fourth operation has been already completed, or only the last operation left, that's why it is showing last one. Okay, it already this all thing completed in background. Okay, so in this way we can assign some alias name to the table, or we can alias assign some alias name to the logical field, and we can select the whole logical tree, or we can table from with the help of alias name. So same value you can see in the output also. So let me show you in the output. You can see the same value in the output as expected. Now let's understand the third use case. This is the second use case. Now understand the third use case. Let me comment this thing. Third use case is selecting few of the field from the message tree and selecting few of the column from the table. Okay, similar way, if you see here what I did, I have selected the column name. You can see I have selected the, if I will do like that till here, if I will remove this total price, and if I will perform operation till here, let me do like that. For now let me run this only, and as R. Okay, so you can see what I am writing. Concentrate. I am just selecting the customer name, delivery address, and the mobile number from this table, and as this table is alias name is R, it means R is equal to orders. So I can do like that: R dot customer name, R dot delivery address, and R dot mobile number. Okay, if you are not using R, there are other way to write like that. You can write either orders dot customer name, orders dot delivery address, orders dot mobile number. That will also work. Okay, so that's the same case. If I will write like that, if I will remove this thing, and instead of R, if I will write this as a orders, so it will also work. So this will also work. You can see this will also work. Okay, so same thing, what I'm doing, I'm just replacing this order as a alias name as R, and I'm replacing this orders to R. Same thing I am doing here also. In output I am creating a field called sales, and under sales I am assigning the customer name, R dot customer name, R dot delivery address, R dot mobile number from the orders field, and orders field is pointing to R. Okay, so let me show you in debug mode. So third use case is how we can select the few of the column in the logical tree. Here what I am doing here, in output route I am sending the whole message, but in input route, but in output I am expecting not like that. I am expecting only 3 column under sales: name, address, and the contact detail. Okay, so these three, that's the reason I have selected only 3: customer name, delivery address, and the mobile number. So let me send the message to input. Just return the message. It goes inside the compute node, declare the inref, created the field, declare the outref. Now understand the thing. In inref we have the whole detail, right? Orders, that is all thing. I am pointing this order as a R. So this order will be replaced as R. So this all 5 order will be replaced with R. Further, what I am fetching? I am fetching only R dot customer name. So R dot customer name, that is Sutiwari. R dot delivery address. So R dot delivery address is the this Ashok Park something road, and R dot mobile number is this mobile number. Similarly, for this all I am fetching in the such way. So I am not fetching all the value. I am fetching only 3 column details and assigning against the cells field. Okay. So you can see same thing happen here. Under the output, you can see under the cells we have the Sri Sutiwari, Ashok Park, and the this value. Similarly, for the other, you can see only 3 row has been achieved, and we can see value only for the 3 rows. So in this way, we have selected how we can select only the few of the rows in the with the help of select operation using from the logical tree. From logical tree, we are selecting only 3 rows: customer name, delivery address, and the mobile number, and sending to the output. Okay. Now understand the 4 use cases. Fourth use case. Fourth use case is like that, and understand the situation. Suppose currently, if you see here, what I am doing, all customer name, quantity, total price, these all field I am sending to output as a same. So, but what if I want to send a different name like that? I want to send this as a name, quantity, sales amount, address, contact detail in this way. Instead of sending the same field, I want to send a different field. Okay, this can be achieved also. So in this uh, scenario, what I'm going to do, I am going to send this message input, and this as a input, sorry, this as a input in order details, and I am expecting this as a output. Okay, so let's see what I'm doing here. I'm creating a field sales. Under sales, I am selecting all field, selecting R dot customer name, and I am giving this alias name as a name because I want the customer name as a name in output. Further, I am selecting this R dot quantity, and I am giving this name as a quantity. So what I am doing here, for understand from here, I am currently order is equivalent to R. You know that thing. So what I am doing here, I am just selecting R dot customer name, and I am giving this as a name. R dot quantity, I am just giving this as a QTY. Okay. R dot price, as I am giving as a R dot total price as a sales amount. Similarly, R dot delivery address as the address, and R dot mobile number as a contact detail. Okay. And what is R? R is the orders. That's the repeating thing. Okay. So I am selecting this whole table, but I am giving different alias name to the each column. I am just giving customer name as a name, quantity as QTY, total price as the sales amount, delivery address is the address, and the mobile number as a contact detail. So what is going to happen in the output? The field this is going to be created, and value is going to assign from the input root, that thing. Okay, so let me show you. So let me will then save the var file, and let me deploy the thing. Same thing you can perform your database. You can use the edge with the column to assign a different name to the database also. Suppose if I want to do here as a as name, so you can see, okay, just 1 minute. And as and as okay, so if I will execute the thing, okay, if I will replace this, not sure, let me modify the thing. You can do the thing, that's not a problem. Mm. Okay, I was not selecting the column, that's the it was giving the error, that's the problem. Okay, now you can see I have assigned the customer name as name, address delivery address as address, and the mobile number as number. Okay, same thing I am doing here itself. Okay, so let me hit the flow has been executed. Now you can see after running this, currently there is no thing in the output, only sales data. Sales field will going to create, and under sales, instead of customer name we have the name, and instead of quantity we have a quantity. Total price we have a sales amount, and delivery address as a address, and the value from the input, this is going to assign this all value from going to order sales, it is going to assign. So you can see under sales we have the name qty, same thing. Okay, right? Now let's see into the output. Let me browse the latest message. You can see the fields that are as per expected, right? So in this way we can change the name of the field also. So fourth use case is the how we can change the name of the field with the help of alias name age also. Okay, so fourth use case we have seen the changing of the name of the column with the help of alias. Now the fifth use case is that, let's understand the use of item. Selecting value from particular one field of the message tree or one column of the table, typically used for the single column selection. Okay, so suppose currently if you see this table contain the 5 order, right? What if I want to select only value of a particular one column? Then in that case we can use item. Suppose I want to print only name, not other fields, so we can use the item. If I will use item dot name, item and name, then it will only print the names. So let's see how basically item works. So here what I am doing, I am just under the sales, I am just selecting the, with the help of item keyword, I am just selecting the customer name, and what is r, I am just pointing this orders to the r. So item keyword is used to fetch only value of a column. Okay, so that point you need to remember. Okay, so with the help of item, and the most important point is that item is used with only one column. So if you want to perform item thing with the many, so it is not possible. Mostly it has been used with the only one. So if it will be possible, I don't know, but if it is mostly, I as far I know, it is not possible. But if it is possible, still I have seen that people are using with the only one. Okay, now I declare the inref, and field created, outref declared. Now you can see Currently in the outref there is nothing for now. Currently sales data, right? Now let's see what is happening. You can see under sales we have the name. All names has been assigned under sales, right? So what I have did with the help of item keyword, I have only fetch the value of customer name. I have not fetched the whole detail. I have not fetched the this customer name. I have fetched this value. So I have fetched this value. So I'm not forwarding the whole message. I'm not forwarding the uh, field also. I'm just selecting the value. You can see I'm selecting the Rishu Tiwari and assigning as sales. I'm selecting the Rahul, I'm assigning as sales. Okay, so you can see if I will move forward output, you can see the same thing. You can see only the value of the customer name. Similarly you can try for the others column and let me know if you are facing the issue. Okay, now let's try the another use case. Next use case is the use case number 6. Okay, use case number 6 is about the as keyword again. As is for the alias name. Instead of, if you want to further change the path, you can use the, if you remember here what I did, as name. So I am assigning a column to a different name. I am assigning a column to a different name, right? But instead of defining the different, this is happening with the column, but this is the logical tree. Okay, so we can change the path also. Instead of writing the name, we can like that customer dot name, customer dot address, customer dot contact detail. So in this way we can change the path. So let's see how basically it is looking when we are changing the path. You can understand the thing, right? So let me show you. This will be little bit confusing to you, okay, but try to understand the thing because it is very important. Declare the INDF, created the field, declare the outref. Now here understand thing. I am selecting r dot customer name. Currently in the output route, now nothing field created till sales data only there. Under sales, I am creating a field called customer. Under it, I am creating a field called name and assigning the value as a customer name. Similarly, under the sales, I am creating the field called customer. Under customer, I am creating a field called address and assigning a value called address. Similarly, for the under sales, I am creating a field called customer. Under customer, I am creating a field called delivery contact detail and assigning value for the mobile number. Okay, so you can see under sales, I'm creating a customer. Under customer, I'm assigning the these three value. Okay, so same thing you can see in output also. You can see under sales, I'm just creating a field name customer. Under customer, I'm name, address, and contact detail. So this is something different format. So what I did, instead of directly changing the name, I change the path. I change the path to different path. So instead of writing direct and directly assigning a alias name, we can change the path with the help of as keyword also. Okay, change the path of the logical tree. Now let's understand the next use case. Next use case is the where condition. I already explained that if you want to filter the row, you can or column, you can use the where condition. Similarly, if you remember, if I have used here to filter as where total price is greater than 500 to filter the column. or filter the row. Okay, same thing I am doing here. I am just in sales, I am just creating the sales. Under sales, I am just fetching customer name, address, mobile number from the orders field or order tree or order table. This is assigning as a R alias name because I am using here as a R. And further I am checking R the total price is greater than 400. So if the total price is greater than 400, any row has been fetched, all will be value will be going to create and going to assign the sales. So let me show you. Okay, deployed. Let me hit the flow again. Flow hitted. It came here. Let me go inside the logical tree. Okay, declare the end ref, declare created the field, declare the order. Now you can see here currently in output root, you can see only sales data is there. Once it will happen, sales under sales field, what is going to happen, this three value will be going to assign under the sales, but only for the price greater than 400, only for the column that has been price greater than 400. So first it will execute, it will check the condition third time, fourth time, all five row has been executed, and now you can see only three value has been fetched with the greater than. Rishu Tiwari has greater than 400, and Ramesh and the Rohan, you can see Rishu Tiwari has greater than 400, you can see Rahul has not, so it will not came. John has not, so it is not came. And Ramesh has 480, so it is greater than 400. And the total price Rohan has greater than 400, so it will get. So this three row has been fetched and assigned against the cells. And you can see same under the cells, right? This customer name, delivery, and mobile has been assigned under sales for the greater than 400, for the price greater than 400. And same thing you can see in the output. The same thing you can see under the output, right? So in this way we can see how the where condition works with the select operation with the logical tree. Now understand the last use case, that is use case number 8. How we can use the operator, the keyword with the select, and what is the benefit of using that. Suppose we have the 5 orders and I want to fetch the only first order, then in that case I can use the. So the keyword is used to fetch the first record only, first point. As it is used to fetch the only one record, so we don't need to use the list expression with the cells, because it under the cells we will having the only one record. So we are using the list expression only when we need to fetch the more records. But currently we have the only one record, so no list expression is required. So same thing what I am doing here, selecting the customer name, delivery address, mobile number from the orders and using the before that. And when we use the, if we are not going to use the, it will be going to select all the 5 orders, and here we need to specify the list expression. But when we are going to use the, it will be going to fetch the only this first record from the table or from the logical tree, and no list expression is required. So let me hit the flow executed. you can see, currently you can see in the output only sales data is there, no sales again. Once I will execute it, you can see only in output only the first value as Isu Tiwari Ashokanagar and this mobile number. Only the first row has been fetched and assigned under the sales. You can see the same thing in the output also. Only the first. You can see only the first. Isu Tiwari, right? So the is used to fetch the only the first record. So in this way we have seen the all the use cases for the select operation. Before ending this video, I want to recap this because this is very important in ESQL. So first thing you need to remember, if you have worked earlier with database, what are the operation we are doing in database, like that selecting a star from the table and assigning alias name to the table and fetch applying where condition to filter the rows. So this all thing is applied to the logical tree. Only thing you need to remember, first point you need to remember, you have to apply the list expression with the only field that are repeating. So here order field is repeating, so we are applying list expression with the order thing. Here sales field are repeating, so we are applying the list expression with the sales thing. First point. This means this thing, orders one and sales. I am just creating a field named sales data. Under that I am creating a field further called sales. As this sales field is repeating, so I am assigning the list expression. Further I am selecting all the orders and ref dot order. I am selecting this all value and assigning against this. Simple thing I'm doing. I can select all the logical tree with the help of select. A star means select everything from under this logical tree, under orders. Select everything from under orders. Okay. Second use case is that we can use the alias name to point to a particular field, particular repeating field, and further we can specify here also to select the whole column, or sorry, whole table, or you can see in other words you can say whole tree. Third use case is that we can filter the column also with the help of alias name dot field name, alias name dot field name, and alias name dot field name, or in other words alias name dot column name. Fourth use case is that we can use the alias name also to change the name of the column. To change the name of the column, we can use the alias name. We can use the alias name also to change the path of the column, to change the path of the logical tree. We can use the item keyword to fetch the value of one column. We use the where condition to filter the column. We use the keyword to fetch only the first record. Okay. So I hope these all conditions are clear to you. I have tried to explain as much as possible. Only thing you need to keep in mind, whatever the operation we are performing over the this table, that I am selecting the column, selecting the applying the where condition, assigning some alias name to order, and this same alias name with the help of I am filtering the uh, column. This all operation is applicable to the ESQLs, and same thing we are doing here itself. Okay, so here in the first use case I am just selecting whole table. In second use case I am selecting the whole table with the help of alias name. And the third use case I am just selecting few of the column. In the fourth use case I am selecting the all the column but assigning some different alias name. In the fifth use case I am just what I am doing, I am just selecting only value of the column. In the fifth use case I am just assigning a different alias assigning a different logical path. This is something different. Okay, and in the next this use case I am just assigning the doing the filtering of the order with the help of or where clause. And in this use case I am just selecting the first record with the help of the keyword. Okay, so in this way we have learned the use of select operation in the logical tree. Okay, so in logical tree we with the help in with the input message for our this example was this order XML. So with the help of this with the help of this input message, whatever the input message we are going to perform, we have provided, logical tree is going to be created. And with this logical tree we can perform select operation to fetch the value and send value to the output as per the business requirement. Next thing, that's the use of how basically select thing works with the database. I'm going to show you into upcoming classes. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next class lecture with the new concept. Thank you all.